Today I fucked up by accidentally revealing my disturbing proclivities to my strongly disapproving roommate. Oh boy, here goes. So last night I had a man over, if you know what I mean. And I do this only if my roommate is not at home because I don't want to make her uncomfortable. I knew she would be gone till the wee hours of the morning, different shift timings, so I was okay with things getting nasty. The guy and I were in our bedroom going at it while he was saying some really nasty shit to me. Unfortunately for me, my roommate decided to come home early as she was sick. I swear I didn't hear her keys in the door or her footsteps either. The door to my room was unlocked as me and the guy had moved from the couch to my bedroom and didn't pay much attention to our surroundings. Well, she didn't say anything last night and my gentleman friend left. However, this morning she brought the whole thing up. Why is this more embarrassing than a regular someone caught me in the act story? Well, apparently roommate heard me and guy friend indulge in some things last night she morally disapproved of and proceeded to lecture me about it for an hour. It's worse. She and I belong to a close-knit small community, so I don't want her to go around spreading news of this in our common circles. I'll be an outcast. People from our circle knows what kind of things I liked during sex. She's also given me an ultimatum that I need to stop these awful things or else she'll move out. And I can't have that in this economy. All of this because I didn't think to lock the door. Or to have more of a presence of mind to realize that someone else was in the house. TLDR was having kinky as sex. Left bedroom door open thinking roommate will be out all night. She came home early and heard everything. She strongly disapproves and has issued an ultimatum that I stop or move out. She's also a part of my community, so I'm scared she'll spread this information around as gossip. Lock the doors and play loud music while having sex, kids. X200B. You mean the panties your mother laid out for you? You are into race play, so without knowing what she heard exactly, the possibilities of what you may have allowed someone to say to you out loud in this race play are hard to ignore. Brew your profile. No wonder she got weirded out. It's pretty out there. Let her know that she can move out if she pays to break the lease. Is this the same boyfriend that your friend group dislikes? Could she have heard things involving race play? Anyone else run to their profile thinking it was something mundane only to find it isn't? LMAO, I don't blame her if that nasty stuff was anything like in your profile. She's probably in shock XD. That was one of the wildest profiles I've ever seen in my time on Reddit. From your profile, looks like you're big into race play. Is it possible that maybe she heard your male friend say something that was offensive to her and her culture as well? I'm half Asian and white, but if I heard my friend's white partner make racial remarks about Asians, I'll feel a type of way. Not kink shaming though. If she shares your ethnic or racial background, she shouldn't have to hear or be exposed to racist sex shit in her own home for the sake of protection from kink shaming. You forgot to include the details of the story. Sounds like a bad day to have a hardcore white colonizer race play fetish. Please don't yuck my yum. Want to close the door for race play? Kinky as sex or kinky as sex? Well, I'd make sure she's not active on Reddit, as you're not shy with your breasts and partake in race play on here as well. Must have submitted your verification last night after he left, but before talking to her this morning, smiling face with open mouth and tightly closed eyes. The way you write a story is like nails on chalkboard. Post history is tragic. See a therapist. I looked at your profile and I 100 get where your roommate is coming from, and it's not cool to paint her as a judgmental prude. What happens in the bedroom is no one else's business. If she came home unexpectedly, she could have easily announced her presence. Frankly, it's a bit creepy to listen in and then be judgmental. You tried to be considerate organizing while she was out. She did not. I think the FU was hers. GIF Giphy VX9 WCCIWWF7G downsized. Holy fuck ups post history. If she spreads shit. Everyone keep in mind that, in order for her to know these lurid details, that means she came in and heard us, then decided to stick around and listen for a period of time. This is so morally wrong and creepy. Check out her profile before you come to a conclusion. The post is lacking important information. It must be bad if she's not even saying it here. Can you elaborate on what those really nasty things were? For a friend. What was said? And of course I had to check the profile and find out her kink is race play. You really fucked that one up. Probably traumatized your poor sheltered roommate. You seem to have a habit of leaving out pertinent details in your stories. You dated someone who was friends with neo-Nazis and you seem to have an intense race kink. And based on your post history, it seems likely that most of the people in your tight-knit circle are Muslim non-white. I don't blame your roommate for being upset at you. Kinks still have consequences. Today I fucked up by looking at your profile. Get help. Well, the easy option is to agree and appear contrite to appease her for now. The less than ethical option is to strike first and claim you caught her with a cucumber up her butthole or something, so any accusation looks like revenge. How scorched earth are you willing to go? Oh my, what a rabbit hole in past postings. You just uncertain how your roommate would respond to your raw, uncensored psyche. I took one quick look at your recent posts and see you calling yourself a pirate. Of course this friend was very disapproving. That's not just a kink, it's straight up offensive to someone who has to hear it. If that's the kind of words that were being spoken, then yeah, that's entirely on you. You can't live with someone else and expect unequivocal privacy. NGL, it doesn't matter if you move out or stop doing what you're doing. Your reputation in your local Muslim community is ruined. I've met multiple people who create a persona for the internet and use it to get people to talk about things they wouldn't normally discuss. This story and user screams imaginary. Just tell us. I hate stories like this that are so vague. Just tell us directly what you did and directly what she disliked. There is no reason to keep hiding it. Damn. Waste of all our time. Gonna need some examples of what was being said. Judging from your profile, I'm guessing they were pretty interesting, lol. Just wanted to clarify. Kinky as sex or kinky as sex? The door to my room was unlocked. All of this because I didn't think to lock the door. Left bedroom door open. Was it unlocked or open? Seeing post history, it looks like you could use some therapy. That stuff ain't anyway normal. I need to know what things, god damn it, face with tears of joy. 50 Shades of Pink, my embarrassment due to kink. What words were spoken? F that be. Whatever consenting adults do does not need the approval of anyone else. There's a fine line between kinky and internalized racism here. You crossed it and made someone a victim of racial abuse vicariously. Not cool, OP. Were you having kinky as sex or kinky as sex? I personally don't believe hard kinks between two consenting adults is any way indicative of someone's actual morals, but it sounds like your roommate overheard some pretty offensive racial comments, or things she felt were threatening, without expecting it. Could you have a conversation with her and figure out how you could avoid this ever happening again? I can understand her being very uncomfortable, but it would be incredibly wrong for her to spread intimate secrets about you. This is rough. While having sex, kids. No sex, kids. Commas, use them, kids. Dude, close your fucking door. Then do whatever the hell you want. No one cares unless you tell us what it was you were doing. I mean, she should have quietly closed your fucking door. Heard the words that I told her wasn't me. Heard the screams getting louder wasn't me. She stayed until it was over. This is exactly what I come here for. Sounds like you need a better roommate. TLDR was having kinky as sex. Just wondering if you meant to have a hyphen somewhere in there, or not. Grinning face, grinning face, grinning face. Replace her. First you find the new roommate, second you have wild and dirty sex. You won't even have to wait for her to flee off, and have a safety roommate replace her